Hey guys, so today I wanted to mention a few blogger trends that I've really been enjoying, and these are very, very basic and you are seeing them all over the place. It's really the popular trends that especially bloggers are really employing in their jobs as fashion bloggers that have caught on and that I'm so happy are here. So let's start. Number one is chunky knits. Chunky knits are always in style, but nowadays we're seeing those super chunky knits in big volume. So you have these massive, really cozy, really warm, just wrap yourself around in it and go nap kind of knits, and I love that. I think those are so comfortable, they look great, you can make them look pulled together if you pair them with the right trouser or with the right skirt. They create cool, interesting silhouettes, especially sleeves being the thing now, which is awesome. And playing with proportions, playing with form, you can really be comfortable and cozy and still cool because of all these styling elements that you can employ while wearing chunky knits. These are some examples that I have of my favorite bloggers wearing them. Trend number two, oversized boy blazers. Love that trend. I think this is such a flattering silhouette that will sit well basically on anybody if it is cut and tailored well. And the key here is really to have kind of a slimmer sleeve, because too much volume will really make you look a bit lopsided. But if you have a fairly tailored sleeve and then a straight cut boy blazer style, it's really quite flattering. It creates long lines, it elongates you. It's kind of part of this minimalistic styling. Everything looks good under it. You have plenty of room to actually wear something, for instance, for winter. In terms of layering, of course, the previous trend, chunky knits, is probably not going to fit all that well under that because of the sleeves. But really, what a great trend. It's so comfortable. It feels very effortless and Parisian chic. And many of those now come in check, which is really beautiful and very classic. Just in general, what a great wearable trend. I'm so happy it's around, and if you didn't experiment yet with a really well-fitting boy blazer, this is a fantastic opportunity too, because they're very popular. It's very in because it's very in right now, and it is such a sensible trend. The key again is the sleeve and also getting the shoulder fit right. If you get those two things right, then the blazer will look great on you. Trend number three is red. Red was huge on the runways, bloggers are all over it, and red is popping up as pops of color in terms of accessories. There are red berets, there are red shoes, there are red purses. Everything red is in. I have to say that a bit of a total look red is too much for me. I think it can look great, for instance, in print, but in real life it's just a bit of a sensory overload personally for me. But I love adding those splashes of red throughout your look, especially if you're combining pretty bright punchy reds with grays. I really like it in combination with gray blues, maybe with greens. The contrast is really striking and it looks very beautiful and fresh, and it grabs your attention without monopolizing your attention. And that's kind of what you want with most outfits. You don't want people to do a double take on you because they can't believe how bright you look. One of the things that comes to mind is this, if you're a nerd, you will understand me, is this scene from the original Matrix where Neo is getting trained in a training program that Mouse wrote, and he's walking, and then there's a woman in total red with red lipstick passing by, and he looks at her and he looks back and there's a gun to his forehead. So this is kind of what this total red look brings back in my head, but again, this is just me, and this is just me nerding out. So total red is probably not my cup of tea, but splashes of red throughout the look, it looks so refreshing, it's so chic, and it looks way more effortless. Next trend that I love is mixing dressier pieces with sportier pieces. This sportswear chic is really taken off along with the athleisure thing, but really the sportswear mixed in with the more formal pieces like a clean minimalistic sneaker with a pantsuit, or a clean a clean basic shoe with a below the knee skirt. This looks usually super sophisticated, and I really, really like how that looks. It looks like you're cool, you're comfortable. Again, there is this element of Parisian chic of, oh, I just threw this together and I happen to look amazing kind of thing, which I really, really like. About the general attitude of how we perceive Parisians take care of themselves in terms of their beauty, makeup, in terms of their styling. It's really this, oh, I just threw it together, but I have such amazing taste that it kind of goes, but it kind of doesn't, but it's cool. I really like that. Moreover, you can kind of bump up the formality, say within the suit, but sort of dial it down with the shoe. It's really like, it's a good mix and match, and I think it's fun to experiment with a mixture of styles like that. Next is sensible heels. Oh my God, this trend is just, it warms my heart. I love that trend because I love having no pain in my feet. So do most people. I assume some of you guys are gonna wear heels to work, and if it's a heel, that's cool. If it's a stable, like comfortable to walk in heel, it's fantastic. These are the ones that I'm lasting over right now. Insert. They're the Everlane Day heel, and I plan to order them for spring in a couple of colors because BloggerSphere exploded when they were introduced. They're such a great find, I think. Just want to make sure that I get my sizing right. But that is the kind of heel that is wearable for every day. To be honest with you, I'm kind of past the time in my life when I was wearing high heels or stilettos to work every day. I just feel like I am not willing to hurt myself, basically. And we do know that those kinds of heels are really bad for your feet. We know that scientifically. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. And also just aesthetically, you know, in the morning you're strutting down to work in your high heels, you look fabulous, you feel great, unless you're sitting down on your butt all day, and even then your feet are going to be hurting by the end of the day. And on the way home, you're definitely not as elegant as you were in the morning because it just really freaking hurts. So I am not torturing myself with high heels on the daily. This is really occasion wear for me. When we're talking about heels, I mean like stilettos. No more. Sensible daytime appropriate heels are great, and they look professional, they look sleek, they look pulled together, but they're not going to massacre your feet by the end of the day. So yay for bloggers and chunky heels. So these are basically the BloggerSphere trends that I really enjoy, that I think are great, wearable, useful, and make your life better rather than more miserable. And definitely the trends that currently I am employing in my wardrobe. I have to say, I hope these trends continue for a long while because I just find them so easy to pull off. So that's it for today. See you guys later. Have a good day. Bye bye.